Peace, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Drawing Journal. Unmasked Guard here. Still working on these pair of lips. Hope everybody's week went nicely. Mine wasn't too bad. Went pretty quick. Been pretty busy with school, homework, and math stuff. So I'm excited to finally get to sit down and just doodle for a little bit, relax, take a break. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking a break from math homework. Been working on it for pretty much all day, actually. 5 straight hours of it. Right now I'm currently taking advanced multivariable calculus, which it sounds much more complicated than it is for my non-math savvy individuals watching this. It's just like, I'm not going to try to explain it. I'm still trying to learn it, so I'm not going to try to explain it. It wouldn't make much sense anyway. But it's fun. I have fun with it. Even though the homework takes forever to do, it's still fun to me. Monday I posted the picture. I posted this picture online, this one here, and got an interesting response about it. I don't know. I wasn't sure what to think about it, but I posted it, and I called it a fun little eye doodle. If you want to give it a title, I don't know. I don't know if I'd title it that, but that's what I called it. And I seem to have upset somebody, which kind of sounds weird, but apparently my choice of words was less than wise in their eyes, because they were pretty upset about it. They said that it was well executed and it took a great deal of time, which I suppose it took a great deal of time. I don't know what a great deal of time is in their eyes, but I didn't really pay attention to how long it took me. I couldn't tell you how long it took me because I did it over a few weeks, so I can't really answer the question of how long it took. And then they said that they said that it took a great deal of time both in making the drawing and my study of anatomy, which, I mean, I can't really say that I've studied anatomy. I study it a little bit when I need it to use as reference when I'm drawing a pose or something. But anyway, going on, they say that that by no means is it a fun little doodle. I don't know how they can just define my work the way they want, as though that's correct, because that doesn't make sense. They didn't draw it. But they say that they go on to define that a doodle implies that it's a mindless exercise to pass time, typically as a distraction from some other obligation. And though I certainly don't disagree with that. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good definition of a doodle. But then he goes on to say that he's not trying to be cynical or anything, but things like this resonate with the general public. I don't know why that matters, really, the general public, and I'm not running for office, but he continues and says, and in turn lessens the value of artists. I don't really know what to say to that. I don't see why calling it a doodle lessens the value of anything, especially a person. And he justifies that by saying because it implies that it comes naturally and without thought or practice, which is clearly not the case. And yeah, I suppose that it's not so much the case that drawing at that level comes without practice. So it certainly doesn't come naturally. I've been drawing for many years. I don't know, maybe 20 years since I was 6 or so. Which honestly, I don't feel like I'm that good to be saying I've drawn for 20 years. Kind of depressing to say that, actually. Uh, and then I don't know. I've read that comment a few times, and I'm reading it again now. And it was very weird. I don't know why somebody would take offense to a drawing, the title of a drawing. It was odd. But anyway, so that was my Monday. And then Tuesday was fun. Tuesday was a fun day. So I think I mentioned this in episode 1 that I am a math major, and next year, well, technically this year, I'm applying for my master's program in education to be a teacher. And so on Tuesdays, I go to the local high school and tutor and do classroom observations to fulfill my application requirement for my master's program. And it's kind of fun. It was actually kind of scary to go back to high school. Like, it felt really weird. And but now it's kind of fun, interacting with the students and answering their questions, and it's quite a bit of fun, more fun than I expected, which is good because that's where I plan to end up going back to and teaching, is high school, and I look forward to it a lot. I think it will be a lot of fun, although that could be my naive perception of being in the classroom again. But I think that I hope that I can make a good teacher in the future. I look forward to being done with school. Teaching it will be a whole nother challenge in itself, but my goodness, I feel like I've been in school forever. Just want a break from it for once. I think I've been since 2011, so 4 years straight. Even summer quarters, I haven't had the summers off. Actually, I take that back. I think last summer I did go to school. Last summer was my first quarter at UW, so yeah, last summer I did have. But I think it was the summer before that I took that summer off to work. I worked at a hospital as a cook, and that was fun working at a hospital. One of my few jobs. Never really had that many jobs. Not that implies that I didn't work hard or whatever. I just didn't have a lot of different jobs. But yeah, worked at the hospital for about a year. That was fun. Cooked food for the patients, for new moms and pregnant ladies. So you can imagine that I cooked a lot. But yeah, what else did I do? So I think it was Wednesday. I went downtown to Seattle, and what did I do? Oh, got a pair of shoes and a skateboard. I used to skateboard a lot when I was in high school, but geez, it's been a really long time. And the skate park, like just a few blocks from my house, that I was checking out, and I was like, man, it'd be nice to get back on a board. I should have just I shouldn't have done it. I went yesterday for about an hour or so, and all it did was make me feel old. I'm not even that old. That's the worst part. I don't have. I should not be saying that I feel old. I'm gonna make the old people really upset by saying that, but so if you're upset with me saying that, you're probably old. But it was still fun. Also got a new camera a few weeks ago. Been working with that first DLSR camera, Nikon D5300. I never really did photography. Um, I don't know. I suppose I had um, kind of a perspective as more of a drawer and that kind of artist. I never really considered photography to be too much of an art because I felt like anybody could do it. And uh, I hate to say that now that I have a camera and I've taken a few good shots, uh, it's a bit more difficult than I imagined. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I really like the new camera that I got. And, really, I got it mostly to just take better pictures of my work when I finished drawing. Because like I was taking pictures with my iPad, and then I tried taking pictures with my GoPro, and they take okay pictures, but compared to the Nikon, it doesn't compare. Just it tremendous amounts better in picture quality. I went over to Green Lake Park, which, I mean, if you're not from Seattle, you're not going to know where that's at, but you could probably Google it or something. And took some photos there. Tried out the camera a little bit. Met some nice people. And then what else? Yeah, that's pretty much my week. Just that and homework. And now finally some time to draw. Just chill out and draw. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you can just chill out with me for half hour and draw yourself. Maybe download the line art that I just posted. I just finished two-part coloring tutorial on how to color anime with colored pencils, and so you can download that line art for free and follow along if you'd like. And you can color like I do if you like the way that I color, which I imagine you do if you're watching this. I mean, if you've made it 14 minutes in so far, you probably like the way that I color. I'm just going to assume that it feels like a safe assumption. Oh goodness. I don't even know what to do with these lips. A while back ago, I was thinking about getting a tablet, like I don't even know what they're called, like one of those drawing tablets for digital art. I was looking into it a little bit. I never really did a lot of digital art. I mean, I created created my logo and stuff like that, so I can use Photoshop a little bit, basic level, nothing spectacular. But I was thinking about getting one of those tablets. I thought, I don't know, it just looks like so much fun. I probably watched too many YouTube videos on watching people that know how to use it, make it look so easy, and think I can just pick up that pen and draw something in Photoshop, and then spend the money on one and find out that I can't. That's about how I imagine it would work out. But they do look like fun. I don't think I wouldn't be able to be purely a digital artist, because I can't get over the control, not the control, the control Z, of Command Z. Like, you make a mistake, you just undo it. Like, I kind of like the pressure of real life drawings where you can't make a mistake, and you can make mistakes. Let me correct that. You can make mistakes drawing, but it's being able to correct them, that you make the wrong mistake. Some mistakes are correctable, but say you're working with ink, there's no going back. Once you touch that nib to the paper, you're committed to whatever you do after that. But not on digital art. I mean, I sometimes I work in Photoshop and I get so used to Command Z that I switch over to paper and I'm drawing something. I think, oh well, I'll just Command Z whatever I messed up on. And then I realized that this is real life, and there is no Command Z, unfortunately. That would be fantastic, though. They should really think about coming up with something. Kidding. I use Photoshop a lot too. When I start planning a drawing, I'll use Photoshop to play around with some ideas sometimes. Or when I do a sketch, like right now I'm trying to do this sketch of Wolverine. I don't know, it's something I did in class, but I like the face on this one, but I like the hair on this one. I was just kind of playing around with it. I don't know. It's not really my style, but I was doing it for collaboration. I was gonna do an inking of Wolverine and then pass the drawing off to somebody, and they were gonna color it. Just something cross promotion between two artists on YouTube. Seemed like a fun idea, so I presented the idea to him, and he seemed interested. So I started sketching that a little bit and got pretty much, well, I got where you saw I got, so I pretty much got nowhere with it. Had it for about a week now, and really haven't gotten the time to do much on it. Maybe that's what I should be working on right now, but maybe another time. I also have this painting that I need to get back to, painting of an eye in oil. I'm doing it in oil. I haven't worked with oil in a really long time, and so I was really excited to get an easel set up in my room and start using oil again. But oil takes much more time. That's why I've kind of fallen onto using colored pencils a lot, like a lot more than I imagined I would. when I first bought colored pencils, I thought, I'll use them every now and then. What I really wanted to get was markers, but goodness, those are so expensive. Color pencils they're easy because you can just pick up a color and use it and then put it back down. With oil, it's just like setting up and cleaning your brushes and waiting for the paint to dry in between sessions, and then when you're waiting for the paint to dry, you lose interest in the piece, and just, gosh, well, that's what I feel like anyway. I didn't really lose interest in the piece, but I certainly lost interest in setting that stuff up every day. That is for sure. I haven't been using colored pencils for much more than a year now. I bought my first set of colored pencils, I think February last year. So I haven't been using them too long, and I've kind of reached the limit with these ones. I only got 72 different colors, which I don't know, maybe that sounds like a lot, but I've reached the limit in colors with just 72, and I know there's more colors out there. I've been wanting to try the polychromos colored pencils. I thought I'd give those a shot because I've heard such good things about the lead density here. It doesn't break as easy as the Prismacolors. And I've heard it enough to believe that it's probably has significant validity to the statement that they're stronger. They have a nice pack of 124, I think, 120 colors or something like that. So a little less than twice the colors I have now, and so I was like, oh, I should give those a try. See what's up with the polychromos. But again, of course, they're expensive. But I guess that's what you pay for when you get a good product. Gotta pay for it. I'll probably get them eventually, maybe in a couple months or something like that. Maybe when I have more time to draw, because right now my Prismacolors they're working out okay. I guess they're doing all right for me. They haven't let me down yet. A lot of people really don't like Prismacolors, but they say a lot of bad things about them. But I haven't had much trouble with them. I mean, yeah, my LEDs have broken a few times, but I can't say that they've never broken enough that I couldn't stand it or even bothered me all that much. I mean, I think the most they've broken is like 2 times in a row. But I suppose I might be a little bit more patient than some of my fellow artists. It's about 24 minutes in or so, give or take a minute. Might just stop it here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope that you enjoyed watching me draw in real time. These videos are kind of fun to do, actually. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, feel free to let me know in the comments. Just ask away, and I'll do what I can to answer it. And then, of course, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Helps me out a lot, and I appreciate that. And if you're new to my channel, I have weekly drawing time lapses where I draw pretty much anything, random stuff, I guess, should be renamed to the random or the weekly random drawing, because I really have no set style, draw all kinds of things. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I'll be putting a couple up this next week, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, take care. Peace.